both teams, and I'm thinking about any of the win cons, and I see AP Bren.
How wild would it be if Geek won? How absolutely crazy would it be? I don't think they're gonna, but how crazy would it be? Marco, quite low. Bit of cheese. Ruby cheese. Interesting. Royal fan, appreciate the membership. Appreciate it. Thank you. Flat. Taking some big damage from Luke. Some huge damage. Purify on the phobias too.
Luke is definitely going to dominate Flapteasy.
Again, I really want to see this matchup because, you know, it could be something that just because we haven't seen doesn't mean it's bad, right? Like maybe because Luke using that first skill is going to dash all the time, and then maybe
once level 4 comes.
Yeah,
I want the series end. I don't know. When someone wins 3-0.
Not familiar with. In fact,
like 3 wins, I mean.
M series, we might see more Phobias in the
I'm coping so hard.
Yeah, not typical to see him in.
I mean, Luke kind of at 1 in flop right now.
But at least from what we've seen, and even looking at the emblems here, anything sticking out?
All the movement speed on the side of AP Bren. Even Phobias has it because they know once mid-late game comes, he's going to need to move around. Also, he needs to be able to keep up with Khalid.
Good second skill. Get the minion.
Tries to rotate into the mid side when Khalid tries to go and help the team out.
Okay.
Marky getting pulled back here. Kyle doing a bit of damage. He gets out though.
So just going to disengage.
Kyle probably gonna help Flap clear.
Just a couple seconds.
That's what it seems like.
That's kind of like a passive.
So Flap doesn't have to waste too much time. Luke! Kyle but engage. Marky tries to go in. But Kyle is a good dash back. Praise's Wrath goes off. A boy, quite low. Can he get the black shoes off?
Speaking of Khalid, Luke's
does not use it.
So he's going to join this front line here for Geek. Marky has to get a position as well.
Marky, Flap kind of jumping around. They shouldn't contest. Now that Phobia's jumping around, they cannot contest. They cannot afford to. They got poked out too much. Luke kind of jumping around too much here. Flap's all ran out. Boy, black shoes goes off. Oh, wait, Flap's getting committed on the air. Gets killed. As soon as his ult wore off, I think Beloy went for a flicker hook. Oh, Beloy's getting on a great spot. But barely manages to get away. Flip flop.
First blood in the hands of Luke, who once again had that MVP performance on the same hero from the previous game.
Yeah,
Marky's stealing us right off here. First Marco.
Shoving into this orange buff.
It's double Mark over.
And that's going to be taking so much away from the hands of Kyle Teasy.
Yep, Circle Eagle going to be used. Focus now on the top side. We'll see if AP Bren responds to this. Once again, Super Marco dealing with everything.
The Purify goes off and the pins.
Purify, though, will be able to get out.
Marky will get out.
Because of that Purify.
I like the timing. The moment he has the house call,
Luke, though, in a bit of a greedy spot here. They're just going to die. Honestly, I don't know why. Like, as an EXP laner, Luke cutting that wave is probably the worst thing you could possibly do. You see your whole team 4-man on the opposite side of the map. So unless you see the enemy team responding to that, that means they are on your side and you are cutting the wave. That is a suicide mission. Well played. Okay, what Shadera just did right there is what you will never see RG gold laners do. What he did was wait for the minion under the tower to die, leaving the tower at 1 HP. So that after that tower died, Marco can't get that cannon. So he denied cannon and still got the whole tower. Oh, Boyski falls. God, like I can't see Bren beating Onyx if they're struggling versus Geek. Praise's Wrath goes off. Marky trying to pin Kyle. Gets pulled back by Few though. Oh, Marky quite low. Another arm goes off from Few. Luke trying to do a burst combo, but unfortunately not enough. And a pause. Okay, Turtle. Kyle is pulling it. Doesn't seem like Marky wants to contest. Probably gonna be free. Praise's Wrath plus Retry. This pause totally ruined the hype. Yeah, pauses are always like a buzz kill. Ruins the mood.
But we definitely count Geek Fam out just because of a few objectives being lost. They've taken that top tower. Chidera's at the bottom laning, smashing down on that one, and that is their win con right now. Chidera just doing so well, hasn't taken a single death. Same thing with a boy, and those are two of their major damage dealers here.
Yeah, looking at the goal earn as well, Skadera definitely has a very clear, what to say clear, it's only like 200 advantage-ish, so I'll take that back. It's basically non-consequential here. Beloyski, Kyle Teasy
Beloyski getting in a 1v1 with Kyle. Kyle Price's Wrath does not kill.
enough damage there.
Pulls him out. Trying to secure this bot tower here.
Just on the go, forcing anything he can from Geek Fam, and that's kind of what you want to do, and maybe the reason why, you know, they went with this Fredrin pick. Aside from it being quite tanky,
Kyle getting pinned by Markey. Dashes over the wall. Phenomenal dash. Oglin just gonna get out. 3-man knockup.
But ultimately, they just push Geek Fam back further away from the team here.
All right, here comes Fwydchickn though. We haven't really seen him get involved in a lot of these like full-on team fights yet. I'm excited to see how AP Bren's composition works with that kind of spice added to it.
Right now, Luke trying to protect the 4 members of AP Bren here. Luke gets pulled.
Luke ults off, flickers out, and still dies. I don't know why you would flicker when Phoebus is literally jumping, but you do you, Luke.
The bottom side continue to work on for AP Bren.
Something that we have to say about the drop
Abros level 8.
Bren, the Claude can be left alone.
That's a good question.
On an island and he can
Why is he level 8?
all day. The rest of AP Bren, they can move as a team. And it's going to be enough damage just because the Faramis is going to build into a Lightning Truncheon. And Geek Fam, if they want to clump up together, they're just going to give more damage to these Faramis.
We also have to point out that with Fwydchickn moving...
Luke Panic. Flap. No ult. Getting poked out quite hard by a boy. Gets pulled back by Matilda. Kyle going for the taunt. Beloyski getting doubled on quite hard here. The Phoebus is jumping around. Kyle gets pinned, but still gets the retry. Wow. What a nice retry. Markey gonna fall. Gets collapsed on after his heavy spin runs out. And now, looking a lot more like a normal Bren game. Chidera, though, is just splitting. Luke trying to run. Has no flicker. Has the ulted, though. No retry on Kyle. Seems like they will get out. Yeah.
But while they're doing that, they have Luke in the
Beloyski putting on Kyle here.
They actually want to fight this. Once again, Kyle Teasy so tanky here.
Oh, Oglin forced to flicker out. Beloyski 1 HP. Boy has not used the black shoes. Fuse here. Marco did get a bot 2-2 tower.
What's good about our system
That's split
now?
push.
Yes, we have 3 casters. We can see we can look at different parts of the map because that's what these teams are doing. You see one fight here.
3 casters, 3 different parts of the map.
Still like Super Marco in that bot lane.
Yeah, that's what he likes to do. Again, this is
Marco loves splitting on Claude. It's like all he. It's mostly what he does. Split. Man, is Corrosion First really the new meta on Claude? It really seems like it, huh? You definitely farm a lot faster with Corrosion First. Is something that's true. But really, like, wow, Corrosion First, huh?
And then the right hand
New meta, I guess.
takes your watch.
And then there's a trick question.
No. It's like Geek Fam and AP Bren, they're doing the same thing. It's like, hey, we're fighting now. And then all of a sudden, your turn is gone.
So is it both gold laners? Because it's Kadera and Luke doing the same thing.
They are both trying to do it. But right now,
yeah,
Super Marco's doing a little better, I think.
Yeah, I would say for AP Bren, it's more on the gold laner. For Geek Fam, they got Luke as well.
2K gold lead for Bren. Not huge, but something.
So, in a way, how long or
late game?
pull it off longer, right?
Hard to say. Both comps have good late game.
Collapses. Because that's kind of what's happening right now.
It really is dependent on, I think, the EXPs. How many jumps Flap gets and how annoying he is, and how good an engaged Luke can get. If you force to purify, Beloyski with the flicker ult. Luke has to flicker out here. Takes a lot of damage from Oglin though. Boy, trying his best to do something with the black shoes, but he just dies. Yeah, I do like Bren's comp a lot more than Geek's though, when it comes to like team fights. Because even if they get some insane damage combo, Few always can just nether roam and immediately gives his team a fighting chance, no matter how low they are. Yeah, Phoebus pick can deny so many engages. Mostly from Beloy. Because Beloy has to engage everything. Or maybe Marky gets like a really nice pin. But it doesn't really matter if he gets a pin if they get nether roamed.
Beloyski not being able to get involved means Kyle Teasy can pretty much just do what he wants. It means Super Marco can roam.
And Shadera is just not having room to farm at all this game so far.
Well, now taking a look at some of the items, Super Marco has jumped from being stalemated to almost a 2K gold lead over Chidera right now. he's pretty much into working on his last item.
The fair revamp, he never went on meta. Yeah, because his ult is just phenomenal. After the revamp, and what way they made his ult, it's literally like a game changer.
5v5 fight and bait out some of the skills, especially Flap. But I don't know. So far, the way Flap has been playing, even though he's getting caught, it doesn't look like he's anytime in trouble.
Bwydchickn gonna get dragged back by the Stampede, takes quite a bit of damage himself. They might just have to give up this tier 2 as AP Bren still looks for these plays. Lord now going down the bottom side. They might be knocking on the base of Geek Fam here relatively soon. Shield's still up though. She'll be able to make quick work of it. As Geek Fam goes on the defense, Ogwin keeping them at bay as well.
How to defend this Lord here. It will not charge, it's not 12 minutes. Bwydchickn tries to go for an Almond Fended, but misses on Ogwin. Bren has 3 Purifies, so really hard to get pinned to CC. Oh, why not? Flap with an early ult. And that made them so low with that alone. Just zoned all them back.
So still on the play, AP Bren gets the first base turret of Geek Fam.
The conversation now is what.
Yeah, this game seems like it's over. 5-6 though. Wow, the KD, it kills this game so much lower. So much lower.
Into thinking they're going for a 5v5, trying to bait out a lot of those skills like the Nether Realm as well as the Demonic Force from Fap Easy, but doesn't look like AP Bren is gonna take any kind of bait here.
I love the fact that Flap TZ builds Clock of Destiny up front, because we've been talking so much about EXP laners need a little bit of damage, and that wasn't always common for a Phoebe build. A lot of times you just kind of go into full defense mode, and the damage just unloads over time anyways, because that's just kind of how he works, right? But with that, he's able to really be a threat to some of these tankier heroes like Bwydchickn. He's just able to have that little bit extra, and that's going to scale along with him over time. And at this point, I feel like it's kind of all he needs.
I'm looking at everyone from AP Bren, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm Bwydchickn, who's a great target for me to pick off? I mean, sure, if you can get most of the members at the same time, maybe that's good, but if you pull in the Phobius, that will feel like a mistake. If you pull in yeah, if you pull in Kyle TZ, you feel like that's a mistake as well. If you pull in Few, that's
Oh, Marco with the engage on Chidera, picking him off. He went to flicker. Luke getting his healing canceled by Ogwin, getting jumped on by Flap. Marky with a point. It's over, man. This game's over. This game is over. This game is over. It's Mark over.
I'm wondering if maybe Marky should have used that heavy spin a little bit earlier. I feel like he was hanging on to it and maybe possibly, you know, use it for a dire situation. But they do get out. Chidera goes down.
It is Mark over. Both from Marky and Super Marco.
And this is
Mark
just going to
over.
make Chidera not be able to catch up with him even faster.
I mean, if this keeps on continuing, AP Bren will have match point because Geek Fam, again, I'm looking at the draft. They have enough damage. I just don't know who they should focus it on because I don't think that Super Marco is going to get caught anytime soon.
Yeah, it's so difficult to catch him, right? I mean, alongside the fact that they have Matilda to help with those escapes, and that's what we've been seeing here. So now, once again, AP Bren gets ready for this assault towards Geek Fam's base.
All right, Geek Fam, I mean, at this point, how do they defend this, right?
How many hours sleep you got? I slept a lot, man. I'm just a little tired because I haven't had any caffeine. Instead of caffeine, I just slept a lot. It helped a little bit towards the start, but going in the second series, it's a little, hit me a little bit.
I mean, theoretically be doing okay against Kyle TZ.
Bwydchickn with the I'm offended attempt. Not going to do much though. Oh, when circling eagle, she gets out fine.
It's going to take a little bit longer until Geek Fam can actually, like, slow them down at all.
Well, they're going to work on the base.
Boy clears wave, and it's good.
Lord making its way down the bottom. Geek Fam has to respond to this. Kyle TZ going to keep
Oh, Bwydchickn.
Trying to keep things
Gets jumped on, but he's fine. Wow, boy, turn on, Flap falls. I didn't even notice that. Marky with the pin on Super Marco. Super Marco though purifies and gets out. Few with the Nether Realm isn't gonna do anything though. Luke with the engage on him. Marco's winning nature though. And Marco falls. Oh wait, wiped out. GG. Wow, bro, what the hell? What the hell just happened? GG.
Wipes out Geek Fam as they make their way to the crystal to take the series to a 2-1.
Oh, 2-1.
AP Bren.
Yeah.
Right now.
What the fuck happened, dude? I have no idea. Replay that? Yeah, honestly, sure. So first, Marky gets really low, tries to back out here, for whatever reason, 1 HP turns back around. Okay, like why is Marky dancing around here for like 2 seconds? Kind of weird. Then Beloyski is really deep. Also goes back in. Kills himself. Chidera also goes back in. Kills himself. Arky also goes back in. Kills himself. A boy goes back in. Kills himself. And Luke, second skills. He kills himself. So, I think Geek killed themselves. Maybe.